Hello. How about a bit of Wonderland Tarot? I'm hoping that'll pick the energy up from it because some of the readings lately have been a little bit, to say the least. Let's have some positive energy. Don't mind me, I'm a bit odd sometimes. Actually, I rephrase it. I'm a bit odd most of the time. Anyway, we have the Two of Swords. Justice. Page of Swords. We have High Priestess. Better. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Right. The Two of Swords is all about... It's about trying to make a decision but not having all the information that you need. And sometimes we still have to make that decision regardless of whether we have that information or not. And you have to take a step back right now. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you have to take a step back right now and just pause. Give it some thought. You may never get all the information that you need, but you just need to take that step back because you will need to make a decision soon. Because I'm feeling a slight sense of urgency, but if you don't take that step back, you won't be able to make that decision. You need to just consider your options here. Justice. Now, I think this is getting in your way at the minute. I think this is more of an energy of, instead of focusing on yourself, you're focusing on wanting justice for a wrong that's been done, or you're waiting for karma to happen. And it is kind of getting you, and it can get anywhere either way, because like karma's both good and bad. You might be waiting for good karma to come in and the bad karma to go out. Well, karma doesn't always give you it all at once. It'll give you it in bits. So, but the thing is, instead of focusing on the karma, whether it be good or bad, you need to focus on just you and the decisions you've got to make. And when you take the justice element out of this, the karmic element, the waiting for someone to get theirs kind of element, when you stop thinking about that and start focusing back on yourself, that's when things will start to move forward. Because you don't... You've got to bear in mind this is not you, this is somebody else's energy. I think the advice here is to ignore this little pipsqueak. Now, I'm not trying to be boastful. This is about strengthening your own energy and understanding your own worth. And a lot of people mix that up with arrogance a lot of the time. If you know your own worth, some people say, being arrogant. You're not. Some people are just there on the money. They know what they're talking about, and it's not arrogance. But you keep coming across people like this, and I think there's somebody that's fairly strong in your energy at the minute. The advice is they are a pipsqueak, essentially. Once you realise just how powerless they actually are, they can gossip and they can do whatever they want to you, but Spirit's on your side. Spirit is there for you. God, the universe, however it is you want to put it, they're there. Your guides are around you, supporting you and pushing you forward. You know why? Because you've become the High Priestess. Compared to this pipsqueak anyway, he's at the beginning of his journey and he's stopped. He hasn't moved forward. Because he's too naive in that energy, he's childlike in that energy, and he doesn't understand what he's actually got. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I'm really powerful and I can do this and I can do that. If you've got to tell people how powerful you are, perhaps you're not that powerful after all. And all the titles in the world and all the minions you've got in the world ain't going to change that. Some people want a follower and other people want to be a leader. That's the difference between you and a High Priestess. I'm talking directly to the person that's fucking with this person's energy right now. Anyway, you are the High Priestess, and that is your outcome. At the end of the day, if you understand that this is somebody that can't bother you, you understand that this is your realm, nothing's going to bother you like this again, not to the same degree it has done in the past anyway. Because the thing is what you're not realising is, well, you've already entered this Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles is quite nurturing. She is nurturing. She's very good with money. She's very good with earthly matters. This kind of energy is kind of sort of earth witchy kind of vibes, you know what I mean? Although I do think the Queen of Wands is probably the more witchy card of the deck. This is more like your earth witch, somebody who's a bit more grounded, a bit more like to be around flowers and plants and herbs and things like that. Not so much into like the power of the Queen of Wands, that fiery sort of energy, you know, that kind of thing. Witch is a witch at the end of the day. They all have different attributes. But I think what I'm saying mostly in this kind of reading is that you do have a decision to make, but don't allow that justice card to get anywhere. Don't allow waiting for karma, or don't provoke karma, because you can't do that. Karma is its own thing. The universe has its own way of balancing things, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. You can't alter someone else's karma. All you manage to do really is alter your own. Okay. Remember who you are. You are the High Priestess. You're not this pipsqueak. That's how you need to make your decisions. You need to make your decisions from a place of, I know what I'm doing. Okay? You've got this.